So I told y'all that when Kanye drops a song, I'm gonna have to at least check it out. I gotta listen to at least the production. And Kanye dropped a song called HH, which stands for Heil, a man named Adolf Hitler, which is crazy because that's what the chorus literally goes. It's just that repeated over and over again. And when I'm listening to this song, I can't help but think one thing: the production is incredible. Am that shouldn't be my takeaway, but it is my takeaway. The production is incredible. We got some superhero, supervillain brass going on. We got some dark undertones, and we got some range of dynamics going on. That's very interesting, and I am impressed with the beat. I mean, is anybody else with me, or they just can't get past the hook or the Hitler speech at the end? Uh, I don't know. You did. You guys tell me in the comment section. My God, I couldn't believe though when I was listening to this because it was just one of those things that I knew Kanye was going to go this route eventually when he started saying that he loves Hitler and that he was basically going against the whole Jewish community at this point. And I think he does that because one, he's mentally ill, two, he's off his medication, but three, he is a man in pain. And hurt people, you know what I'm saying? And I think Kanye's in a lot of pain. He's in a place in his life. He mentions on the song his kids were taken away from him. His bank account was leaked online. And that's like in the first 2 seconds of the song. And he goes on and he talks about some of his issues, but then he has some lines that are like, she put her hand down my pants and got the world in her hands or something like that. Like it was, this thing that throwaway lines like that just mixed in there. And so whatever message you're trying to give out kind of gets taken away by these lines every once in a while that just don't seem like they belong. And I really was trying to check it out without like judging it initially, but you hear the chorus and you're just like, ugh, that's catchy. It's a horrible chorus. It should never be said. All I'm saying is people are going to be nodding their heads to this. And that's the power of Kanye's production. That's the power of Kanye's song making, is that he can take anything and make it sound catchy. And that's not necessarily a good thing when you're using your powers like this. If he could use his powers for good, imagine what he can push forth to the world. That's the sad part about it, is that he can get some messages about, which I'm not that religious anymore, but God, or he can push messages about the golden rule, or the things that people don't talk about a lot on hip hop records or something like that. He can push forward to the masses and make it sound catchy. But instead, he makes this sound catchy. And yeah, I do think that Kanye is still a very talented man, but it's obvious that he's a very troubled man. And I've spoken about this a lot on this channel, but I just felt the need to talk about this song because it is a moment in history, in hip hop history. This has never happened before. We've never had a song like this before. We've had people do things just for the shock value of it. And this seems like somewhat of that, but it's not all the way there. Like, I don't believe that Kanye has gone full Nazi or whatever, but he's dipped his toe a number of times, and for the troll factor alone, it seems to me he's just trolling huge, and he's mad at some Jewish executives. A lot of the Jewish community holds power in a very high place. Let's just be honest about this here. This is probably why he felt hurt, is because some people in power told Kanye, no, you couldn't do this. No, you couldn't be that. You are nothing. We'll take away all your stuff, and he just hates the whole race now, which is kind of crazy. And he's probably trolling very specific people by hating and bringing down a whole mass of people. You know what I mean? Very interesting song though, but yeah, it's I can't imagine that people are going to be banging this in their trunk as they're in the hood passing through, you know, with their subs, with their 808s in the back, you know, the 215s in the back. But you'd be surprised. And that's the power that Kanye has. Let me know what y'all think, man. Did y'all like the song? I want to hear someone say that they like the song. Did anyone say that? I don't like the song. But I know you're out there. I know one of you is like, yeah, this thing was a banger. I'm watching. I'm looking for you. And so is the other people in the comment section. Deuces.